This huge campus is on its way. It's 1.2 million square feet of office space in Soto near the stadiums. But many of the design elements come from neuroscience research. Because architect Ryan thinks some office spaces leave you feeling helpless.
The lighting is set, the temperature's set, it's cold, it's hot, whatever it might be. So when we start to design a workplace, we think about how we can give people control back.
Ryan and his architecture firm NBBJ teamed with molecular biologist John Medina, an expert in brain development.
The little that we do know suggests that if you wanted to design an environment that was directly opposed to what the brain is naturally good at doing, well, you might design a building.
Medina taught the company's architects about brain science.
From a design perspective, anything you can do that would make the brain feel safe, green plants is a good example, running water is a good example.
He taught them about 200 well-known neuroscience nuggets, like...
So the lower the ceiling height, the more you are able to focus. The higher the ceiling height, the more your brain sort of opens up and you're able to think more broadly.
So with that in mind at S, that huge campus coming to Soto, the architects placed balconies on every floor.
Places to perch so you can see out.
They added places of comfort.
Places to hide so you can feel like you're in a refuge.
And places to move, like putting elevators and stairs on the outside of the buildings, increasing movement and community.
I know this about the brain, but I've never built a building before, Ryan.
Medina places an asterisk on these tips. They were created in a laboratory, so these design elements are technically research. But these future buildings have our brain health in mind. The developer Urban Visions expects S to break ground in 2019 and to be open in 2021. Plenty of room here for a tech tenant. In Seattle, I'm Ryan Takeo, King 5 News.